Let's stay in Ankara and speak with Hisyar Ozsoy. He's the member of parliament for the opposition HDP party. Many thanks for being with us here on France 24.
Hello, thank you.
Your reaction to President Erdogan's accusations?
I mean, it's very interesting that it has passed only maybe not even one day. They could specifically find the people. It is interesting because when Kurdish people get killed, for example, like Mr. Tahir Elchi was a famous human rights lawyer, it has been more than 2 months and still so far they couldn't find one single person, despite the fact that he was killed in front of several cameras. So what Mr. Erdogan is doing is simply putting blame on the Kurds and trying to create an excuse to make a military intervention into northern Syria. He couldn't present any single fact about the perpetrators of this horrible attack. Only there are some claims. There is also a ban on the media to investigate the issue. So we really don't know what is happening, but his arguments are definitely not convincing.
Is it possible that the YPG and the PKK could have carried it out?
I mean, both claim that they had nothing to do with this issue and they didn't know the guy who is claimed to perpetrate the attack. I think we need a broader perspective here. See, this is not the first attack of similar kind. Before in Diyarbakir, our meeting was bombed, our election campaign meeting. And then in Suruç, 32 people were killed similarly. And then in Ankara, 102 people were killed. And then in Istanbul, 11 people were killed, mostly German tourists. And now, again, in Ankara, we have 28 people dead. So here is the issue. As the HDP, we have proposed to the parliament, the Turkish parliament, to form a special commission to investigate these bombing incidents. And unfortunately, each proposal was denied because the AKP, the ruling party, voted against the formation of a parliamentary commission to investigate these bombing incidents. So that is why we think there are many things that are covered here. We don't know really like exactly which person did it, but it is not convincing at all that the PYD and YPG being involved in this.
All right, so you're skeptical about that. Who do you think did it?
So I mean, of course, I mean, we don't have the facts. That is why it's not really easy to talk about, the perpetrators here, but the kind of pattern is very much similar to the previous ISIS bombings that happened in Turkey. So we don't know what kind of evidence the government has, but they haven't shared this with the public, with anybody. They are simply making an argument, but they are not letting anybody to investigate the issue. The journalists can't. Members of the parliament, they can't investigate the issue. That is why we think, I mean, Turkey is using this particular case to make a case against the YPG. YPG declared, I mean, they said very clearly, Salih Muslim, the leader of PYD, the major Kurdish political party in Syria, in northern Syria, that they had nothing to do with this person. There's a person, a name there. And so they are denying it, and they absolutely have no benefit in such a bombing incident because they don't want to have bad relations with Turkey. In fact, over the last 4 years, since the beginning of the crisis in Syria, the Kurds of Syria, PYD in particular, has repeatedly said that they wanted a friendly relationship with Turkey. So why? I mean, why to destroy that relationship? It doesn't really make any sense. Plus, they are saying that they didn't do it. There is no benefit for the Kurds in attacking Turkey. But Mr. Erdogan and the president and Prime Minister Davutoğlu, they are trying with this case to convince the international community to get their support so they can make military intervention into northern Syria.